This video tutorial demonstrates the operation of the SCEL website from the Program Manager portal and perspective. The purpose of the Program Manager portal is to provide a World Wide Web interface for the delivery of SCEL assessments to students and clients everywhere. There are 4 levels of SCEL access. The principals of Emotional Intelligence Learning Systems, the creators and owners of SCEL, use the top-level admin access to perform ongoing maintenance functions and to manage overall SCEL operations. The second level of access is that of Associate Business Partner, ABP. ABP's liaison between EI Learning Systems and project managers, PMs, to provide SCEL instruments to end users. Individuals become associate business partners by participating in a certification workshop to gain familiarity with our positive assessment philosophy, emotional learning system, and the strengths and limitations of our instruments and learning resources. While we encourage and welcome project managers to attend our certification workshops and annual conference, many PMs are trained initially through local efforts and by working closely with their certified ABP. The workflow for producing SCEL instruments for end-user consumption is as follows. Admin creates and manages ABP accounts so that SCEL instruments can be purchased for distribution by the ABP's organization or institution. ABPs create and manage PM accounts for instructors, trainers, and consultants associated with the ABP. ABPs transfer purchased instruments to PM SCEL banks for programmatic consumption. PMs create and manage individual projects through which SCEL instruments are experienced by end users. Projects and programs are related to a class, course of instruction, seminar, or training event. Each step in the process is performed using a separate access portal on the SCEL website. Admin, ABPs, PMs, and end users each have their own unique portal for working with SCEL. The PM portal has 4 functional areas: View SCEL statistics, manage project SCELs, and retrieve unassigned SCEL temporary login credentials. The remainder of this tutorial explains the use of each functional area within the PM portal. To create SCEL instances for your students and clients, 2 previous actions must have taken place. First, your ABP must transfer SCEL instances into your PM account, and your PM account must have a positive SCEL balance. You can check your PM SCEL balance at any time by clicking on the link to Create SCELs for Users Clients. Your current SCEL balance will be displayed as the first line in the resulting dialog window. If you do not have the number of needed instances in your SCEL bank, please contact your ABP to request additional SCELs. The second action required before SCELs can be generated for end users is the enabling of a project for those end users. Once enabled with an ending date, active projects are listed in the gold-colored box located at the bottom of the PM screen. Create a new project using the Add Project link located under Manage Projects. In the resulting Add a Project dialog window, provide a name and closing date for the project. When creating project names, be mindful that the system adds the project name as a prefix to randomly generated login credentials, which your end users must then type in correctly to gain access to their instrument. Therefore, we recommend using short or abbreviated project names. For example, I'm scheduled to teach a leadership lab this summer, so I'll use the abbreviation LL for my project name. The semester is scheduled to end on July 1st, and I like to give my students a couple of extra days before the projects expire. The successful creation of a project is confirmed with a dialog message that you must then close. Note that the new active project is displayed at the bottom of the screen. When the project expiration date passes, the project name disappears from the box in the lower part of the PM portal, and any unused SCEL credentials from that project are recouped automatically back into your PM bank. In addition, each time a project expires, an email is sent to your email address reporting exactly which credentials were returned as unused. If you keep track of which credentials were assigned to end users, you can use this email as a convenient way to determine who did not complete the assessment during the project period. Once created, project names remain a permanent part of your PM portal and can be reactivated at any time. To reactivate a closed project, click on the link to Edit Project and then select the project name to be reactivated from the drop-down list. Set the new closing date for the project and click on the Save button to continue. Reactivating closed projects is a convenient way to reuse projects that have repeating periodicity. As will be shown a little later, results are automatically tracked by date, so it's perfectly okay to reuse project names. Once an active project is indicated and you have a positive scale balance in your PM bank, you're ready to generate new scale credentials for distribution to your end users. To create scale credentials, click on the link to Create Scales for Users, Clients under the Manage Project Scales functional area. Use the drop-down list to select the project, type in the number of instruments to create, and then click on the Save button. A new dialog window appears listing the randomly generated user IDs in the second column. The third column lists the password, which remains the same for each credential. In the new dialog window, click on the link to download and save an Excel file for a permanent record of the randomly generated login credentials for this project. We recommend using the resulting spreadsheet to help you organize the distribution and tracking of login credentials for your end users. Once the login credentials are assigned to your end users, they can use the credentials to log in and gain access to the scale assessment using the DoScale.com website. You can click on any active project displayed at the bottom of the web page to generate a new Excel file listing the current unused credentials for that project. This is a dynamic list. Credentials are removed from the list in one of two ways. Instruments are removed from the unused credentials list as users consume them. Instruments are also removed from the unused credentials list if you recycle them. To recycle unused credentials back into your PM bank before the project's ending date, click on the link to Recoup Unused Scales. Select the project you want to retrieve unused credentials from, and then click on the number of credentials you want to retrieve. A word of caution is in order about recouping unused credentials in this manner. We recommend that you not use this feature because there is no method for controlling which of the unused credentials are retrieved by the system. The preferred recycle method is to just allow the project to expire as scheduled, at which time all of the remaining unused credentials will be recouped automatically into your scale bank. The last functional area in the PM portal provides for viewing scale statistics and results. To review a completed scale profile for any student or client, click on the link to View Scale Statistics for one individual. In the resulting dialog window, use the pull-down to select the project to which the individual was assigned, then use the new pull-down to select the individual of interest. Click on the Get Scale button to open the individual scale profile. After reviewing or printing the profile, click on the My Menu link to return to your PM portal. Lastly, you may download an Excel file containing the results for all individuals in a project by clicking on the link to View Scale Statistics for a project. From this dialog window, you can also generate the average scale profile for the group. To view the group's average profile, select the project from the drop-down list and then click on the Get Average Score button. This is also where you can download an Excel file with the results for all individuals in the program. The resulting Excel file includes the demographic information, color-coded skill totals, and the responses that were provided by each user. The Excel file should be treated as confidential unless the column containing the participant names is removed. Sort in descending order on the Date Completed column to bring participants from the current project cohort to the top of the list. Notice that the cells with skill totals use the same colors as seen on the three color bands of the scale profile. It is our sincere hope that the PM portal and online scale assessment work well for you. To learn more about the end-user assessment process and scale report interpretation, please review the video tutorial for participant end users by clicking on the demo link at the top of the website page. If you have any questions about using the PM portal or suggestions for improvement, please contact EI Learning Systems by sending an email to support@eilearningsys.com or calling 1-888-680-7983. We invite you to visit our website to learn more about our company, programs, and learning materials.